So, y'all, let me just say that this video may be a little longer. I have several things to say surrounding the issue with our Haitian brothers and sisters that are trying to get into America. 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. We're gonna have to, set this up by starting with what black people, the black Democrats, decided was Joe Biden was a better choice than Donald Trump. The focus was to get Donald Trump out of office because Donald Trump's form of racism was too overt for the black Democrat. Now understand, this has been a slippery slope for the black Democrat since its inception, since the black Democrat became a thing. The problem with the black Democrat is that they have an issue with being against racism completely. They don't know how to do this. And this is one of my biggest issues with the so-called black Democrat, is because they're not anti-racism. They're not anti-black, if that makes any sense. Like, what black Democrats are able to do, and it reminds you of a Venn diagram. Some of y'all might remember that in school, where you have the two circles, they overlap. You could have Republicans on one side, Democrats on the other side. The one thing that they're going to have overlapping is racism. Institutional and otherwise. Racism is going to be overlapping. What the black Democrat decided was, well, the Republican form of racism is too much. I can't deal with that. It's giving me KKK. You know what I'm saying? Like, they act like that. But the Democrat form of racism, hey, at least they had sense enough to take off the mask off their heads, the hoods off their heads, and put away the KKK outfit and show up in a business suit. At least they're decent enough to do that when they're having their meetings, their anti-black meetings. At least they don't have hoods on. Right? This is what black people decided. So the Democrats will be a better party for us to support. So what do? We come out, ignore all of Joe Biden's racism throughout his past, throughout his 4-decade plus political career. We ignore it all. Every soundbite, every clip, we ignore everything. The legislation, the crime bit, we ignore all of that. And say, you know what? At least he's better than Donald Trump, right? So, upon the illusion that black votes matter, that any votes matter, people went out and voted for Joe Biden. Because we haven't got over that initial illusion that your vote even fucking matters. We still completely ignore the cave electoral college that truly decides based on the business interests of America. 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up. Do not forget the Incorporated. So the business interest of America will supersede everything else. Okay? So they found that Joe Biden would be a better form, a better CEO than Donald Trump. Donald Trump was too much, wasn't he? Too wild. Even though he excited racist, America knew, like, well, racism, these motherfuckers thinking racism is at all time, but we know racism has been pretty consistent throughout the entire American 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up Incorporated inception. We know it's been consistent. We know that people thinking that Donald Trump waking up racist, but we know, like, turn the cameras on, keep the cameras on. This is pretty much how it's been, right? They knew that. So they didn't need Donald Trump to excite racism. They need a president that's going to feed the bottom line. That's what they need. That's what matters to them. The bottom line. get on board with the bottom line. Joe Biden, they knew because he was fucking with, not only because of his over 40-year political career, they knew he was down with the bottom line, which is fuck niggas, get money. Y'all remember that? That's basically what it is. Like Junior Mafia, like you just changed the words a little bit. Fuck niggas, get money. Long as you understand that, oh, you good. You gonna be good. They gonna push you out here. Black people are so ignorant that we fall for this fuckery because we support the Democrats, and then we have the people that we trust or that y'all trust come out and support Democrats too. You got your black activist, your celebrity black activist. They all support the Democrats. Fuck niggas, get money, as long as it's that. And black people ignore that. They ignore it and support the Democratic Party. Even your BLM organization support the Democratic Party. Even though Joe Biden and Kamala Harris told you upon coming in, it was gonna be fuck niggas, get money. They told you that. I'm not doing nothing for black people. No. Kamala Harris. Right? So black people supported this ticket thinking that they was going to get a better form, a more modern form of racism. Because that's all Democrats really want. Black Democrats just want a more modern form of racism. Republicans, y'all too loud. Right? Doesn't make sense to me for black people to be falling for the illusion that either party is better. Doesn't make sense to me. So Candace Owens makes just as much sense as a Joy Reid. It's all the same. It's the same to me. A black Republican, black Democrat, same motherfucking difference. Same shit across the board. The black Republican's gonna be a little bit more overtly anti-black though. They're gonna speak against the best interests of their people at all times in supporting the racist American policies, right? Black people support Joe Biden, said things would change, and now look what we're looking at right now. They pushing this experiment, this active experiment with this so-called medicine. They're pushing that. And then you take a trip out to Texas and see how the officers, the immigration officers, or whatever the fuck you want to call, racist, like let's just call them what they are. I get tired of these fucking abbreviations for racist. That's all they are racist. Now they on horseback with whips and shit down there keeping our Haitian brothers and sisters out of America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. That's what they're doing. And we see the images, and now people want to be up in arms. Oh my God, I can't believe. And I get so tired of black people acting like and quoting the year. There's something's wrong with us. Because we love quoting what year it is. I can't believe this is happening in 2021. As if there was a time period where it stopped, where that statement would even make sense. There would have to be a time period where racism, white supremacy, institutional racism, all this shit would have to stop for a significant amount of time for you to believe, for you to say something like, well, it's 2021, I can't believe this is happening. Quoting the year doesn't make any sense, black people. It ain't never stopped. And now you got black people fake outraged. Now we know those of us who subscribe to the mindset that we care about all black people. There's about 10 or 11 of us. We understand what's happening. We speak on what's happening, trying to make more of us give a fuck about what's happening. At least that's what we're doing over here at B123. You see. But here's what I see. In the year 2019, it was some cops, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, out in Texas on horseback, walking a black man through the town that they had arrested. Some of y'all remember that? Some of y'all don't. Most of y'all probably don't. Because it was such a quick moment. It was so quick. This is one of our problems. Such a quick moment. And we forgot all about it. We went back to business as usual. We went back to worried about what celebrities is doing. Because that seems to be what we do. Whether you Democrat, Republican, and most of you woke niggas the same way. Worried about what a celebrity is doing. So we forgot about that. So now you go back to Texas and you shocked. You understand that this is how black people are treated. At least we should understand this by now. But you're asking questions or just opposing it to how the Afghan refugees are being treated. Well, why is y'all treating black folk like this, but you ain't treating the Afghans like this? Y'all keep asking these questions to America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. You keep wanting to call out her hypocrisy. We understand her hypocrisy, but we also must understand calling it out isn't making her change. That's not enough to call it out. You can talk about the hypocrisy. You can keep saying, well, why is it different? You can keep asking questions, or you can start making comments. Make observations. Oh, well, clearly America is racist. Look at how it's treating the Haitians. Not asking why it's treating the Afghans better. Why it gave the Asians a crime bill, an anti-Asian hate bill. You don't have to ask why. I'm getting tired of black people asking why. Why are you still doing that? I'm seeing black folk all over Twitter, Democrats and so-called woke niggas alike, asking America why. What the fuck do you think that's going to do? You need to charge America with its racist practices instead of asking why. Charge these motherfuckers up. That's what you should be doing. Instead of telling me to calm down. Instead of telling me I'm too negative. You need to be charging these motherfuckers just like I do. Asking the question of why makes us look fucking ridiculous. We know why. They just put out a report speaking about the birth rate of these caves in America. There's a soundbite of Joe Biden talking about how the cave's gonna be the minority in America by the year 2040. This is all facts. You think they want more black folk coming in? They know the Asians, and they know these Afghan motherfuckers. They're going to lay in the caves. More or less, they're going to lay in the caves. That's not going to knock off their numbers even more. It should be no question as to why. You thought because Donald Trump wasn't in office, you wasn't going to see any images like this. You were wrong. And you've been wrong now for decades. Lesser of two evils is still evil. Is still anti-black. I don't even want to use the word evil. Fuck evil. I don't give a fuck about evil. The lesser of two evils is anti-black. Been anti-black, but black people feel like we have to choose one or the other, as opposed to choosing each other. Look at how you niggas run around here acting. Look at what just happened at the Olympics. When you had those Caribbean sisters, and then you had Shakari, I believe if I'm saying her name right. Y'all create divides amongst us no matter what. You got coon ass Haitians out here. You got your Africoons, your fucking Jamaicans, all out here. And you got your black Americans, right? All out here creating this divide. Your FBAs, your ADOSs, your fucking Moors, your indigenous, your Israelites. You got all these motherfucking niggas. That's what they are. A bunch of niggas trying to rise above being such, but dividing amongst themselves as usual. Doing nigga shit. Claiming they above niggerdom. You're not above niggerdom if you're still dividing yourself up. You're playing into the hands of America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated. As y'all choosing sides, or which sides you want to align yourself with, y'all not choosing our motherfucking selves. You're not choosing black. That's the choice we tend to refuse to make. That's the problem. This is one of the issues that people gonna have with B123. Because those my Haitian brothers and sisters. And I don't give a fuck. They're my Haitian brothers and sisters. I don't give a damn if they got coons over here set up against us. I don't care about that. That's not why America is treating them like that. America don't give a fuck if the Haitian is anti-black. America will elevate the anti-black Haitian. They will elevate them. The anti-black African. They will elevate them. The anti-black American will be elevated. So I don't give a fuck about that. Our Haitian brothers and sisters are being treated like that because they black. Not because they did an interview and got their motherfucking fist up. That ain't have anything to do with it. That has nothing to do with their treatment. They didn't check and see who was revolutionary and who wasn't. They didn't do that check. They didn't give a fuck about that. America don't give a fuck about that. They trying to keep them black bodies out of here. And Joe Biden don't give a fuck. And black people refuse to see this as our problem. This is a problem with us. That we don't care. And by next week, we'll be done caring for the little bit of fake ass outrage that we have right now. The people that's charging America day in, day out, get called hoteps, get told that we too serious. Being pro-black now is a laughing matter. It's a joke. But we bringing charges up against America way before they even did this. I didn't forget what Texas did to the brother they walked down the street on horseback. I charge America consistently. Y'all just show up when y'all see some a photo op, see some pictures. This when most you niggas show up. And as fast as you show up on the scene is as fast as you go sit your silly celebrity worshiping stupid ass down somewhere after this. Right back to cooning. And y'all okay with this? Y'all okay with the frequency of black people being like this? But something wrong with me. Y'all shocked, still asking questions, trying to call America out on its hypocrisy. When are you gonna be called out on yours? Huh? When you gonna be called out for just showing up whenever you see some pictures online? When you gonna be called out for going to sit your ass down in a week? And you right back to not giving a fuck. Right back to talking about how the Democrats are better than the Republicans. Because the Republicans, the racist ones. Until we get our shit together as a group. And I get tired of you niggas talking about we ain't no monolith. That's how you defend cooning. We're using that statement to defend being anti-black or pro-black for a season. Oh, we not no monolith. We don't all think the same. You niggas brag about that as we continuing to lose the motherfucking war. Y'all bragging about how different y'all are. You can't decide that whether it's Republican or Democrat, that it's still racist? That's something that we should be monolithic about. Like, come on. Y'all want to shine up how different you are, though. You unique. Because your ass is dumb. Supporting Tamika Mallory while she's supporting Joe Biden. Supporting my son while he's supporting Joe Biden. Y'all supporting these motherfuckers, they're supporting racists. Then y'all want to say we not a monolith. We so different. You are more. We not a monolith. You indigenous, you copper color. We not a monolith. You Haitian, you Jamaican, you African. We not a monolith. You niggas is trash. That's what you are. Trash. You haven't decided who your enemy is yet. And that should be something that we are very monolithic about. I'm not saying you gotta listen to the same music, eat the same food, have the same customs. But the decision on who your enemy is? Come on, man. Y'all still asking why? I didn't have to ask why America is doing this or try to juxtapose it. Well, y'all see how they treating these Afghans and look at how they treating black folk. I don't have to do that. I'm ingratiated in the history. And therefore, I don't have to ask those questions. I don't have to be all up. I ain't seen motherfuckers crying and shit. I can't believe how they treating them out there. What you mean you can't believe? What did you think? Why did you think? Those are my questions. What and why? What did America do? What did Joe Biden do? What did Kamala Harris do to make you have to ask why? What confidence do you have in calling out America as to making America change? Like what? I don't understand. Are we still believing that protesting for a few days matters? We don't know where Black Lives Matter, we don't even know where they are. But we told y'all. Y'all told us we was hoteps. We be trying to tell y'all, and y'all tell us that we fucking hoteps for understanding who our enemy is, no matter what outfit they show up in. Bitch, I still see you. America as a whole is anti-black. Fuck niggas, get money. That's America. 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. That's what we dealing with. I don't have to ask why. To them, my whys come for black folk. I'm not questioning America. I'm not trying to make America see who it is. My whys are for black folk. My questions are for black folk. If I'm calling out American hypocrisy, it's to ask black people, why the fuck do we believe that somehow they just gonna become pro-black for you? I'm not calling out America to wake up no caves. That's not what we doing here at B123. That's not our mission. I'm not calling it out so Joe Biden can change his ways. So Kamala Harris can change her ways. So the Electoral College can change its ways. I call it out to ask black people, why? Why are you still in the illusion or in the mindset that these motherfuckers care about you? Why are you still saying, well, it's 2021. I can't believe they acting like this. Why are you still talking like that? My question is for black folk. I don't question caves. My questions are for us. And hopefully through that line of questioning, we'll begin to see. That divided, we will be victimized, brutalized, murdered, marginalized all over the fucking planet. Y'all can hate me. You ain't got to like me. You don't really even have to support me or agree with everything I'm talking about. But I'm telling y'all, this shit is real. We have to be done questioning America, its cohorts. We have to be done with that. Why do you niggas still worship the caves? Why do y'all trust the government? My question is for black folk. How are you lining up when they tell you to line up and come down here and get this motherfucking shot? How are you in line? My question is for black folk. will be for black people? What type of coon are you? I think about brother Dick Gregory. Rest in power, Dick Gregory. He would say, what type of fool is you? My question for black folk is, what type of coon is you? And that's going to be my question. And I'm not changing the question. I'm not deviating from the question. I don't have anything to ask of the caves. I'm not trying to make them have a change of heart. I'm not trying to make America have a change of heart. That's not what I'm doing here. There are channels that do that. Come out here and support Democrats versus Republicans. You allow that type of fuckery. There are people who entertain this. That's not what we're doing here, though. I get tired of seeing us be shocked. I get tired of seeing us be mad for only a day. I think about James Baldwin. And I'm paraphrasing, but basically he said, to be black and even to be relatively conscious, to have a microcosm of consciousness, is to be in a state of rage at all times. Y'all don't be mad enough consistently enough for me. All you niggas want to do is fight amongst yourself. Divide up by whatever culture you from, whatever flag you may fly. You can't even decide who the fuck your enemy is. To many of you niggas, it's your counterpart. To many black women, it's the black man. To many black men, it's the black woman. My question is for you niggas. What's wrong with y'all? I can't ask the caves. The caves ain't making you niggas do that. It's what's wrong with us. And then we'll see images like this and we'll come together and be outraged for 3 days, and then we right back to the bullshit, right back to the celebrity gossiping and dick watching and pussy chasing and like, come on, yo. But then you want to call out America. We can't call out America until our shit is consistent. There's nothing to say to America. There's nothing much to say to these caves. You can call them out for their behavior, but we have to become consistent in what we own. Even within the so-called pro-black, the so-called conscious, the so-called people who address black people. Anybody who's addressing black people. Anybody doing that. I know motherfuckers like to be like, well, shit, I ain't pro-black. I used to do it too. I get that. I understand what's being said. But if you addressing black people, then goddamn it, you out here. Whether you addressing black people is to try to unify black people, or whether you addressing black people as you are creating a divide amongst black people, my question is going to be for us. I'm charging America. I don't have no questions for America. I'm charging these bitches. I'm charging the caves. I'm charging this motherfucking government. I don't got no questions for these motherfuckers. My question is, why can't you niggas focus long enough to decide who the fuck your enemy is? I wasn't blown away seeing those images of caves on horses, whips out, chasing black people. That didn't shock me, because I wasn't under the illusion that that type of shit done stopped. I know why they don't want Haitian brothers and sisters in this country. I don't have to ask why. We can't I don't even want to get into what they've done to Haiti over the years. Not only the European countries, but America itself. We can't even deal with Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, these motherfuckers. That'll be a whole nother 30, I can go on forever about this shit. We got to get our shit together, man. And I can't say and speak about how other so-called conscious or pro-blacks or whoever the fuck or whatever they saying, but I know what the fuck we doing over here at B123. I'm not asking the government questions. I'm not asking Kamala Harris questions. I'm not trying to seek sympathy from America like a Black Lives Matter. I'm not begging them to care about us. I'm not in the business of doing that. I have no interest in any of that. Black folk, why have you not decided who your enemy is? Why have you not unified for the cause of fighting against your enemy? Why haven't you done that? My question is for you. My question is for us. But that's all the fuck I want to say. I know this was long as hell, y'all, and I apologize about it being long. And I really could keep going, but I'm gonna chill now because I know it's been a long video, and I know attention spans, you know, niggas. I'd have to been on here talking about celebrities for niggas to pay any attention whatsoever. But you know, we have to think about this for real, seriously. It's the mentality that we have that has to be a question that's causing us to be stagnant. I don't question what America is doing. I'm questioning black people and our support of America. You're choosing of a side in America. If you're a black Democrat, how? My question is for you. If you're a black Republican, how? My question is for you. That's all the fuck I wanted to say. Shout out Team Rob, y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.